Are you ready for this?
Welcome to Principles with Cory and Logan. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We typically have some other guests on where we get the opportunity to interview them, and love hearing their stories, because everybody that we come in contact with, they've got a story, they've got a lesson learned, they've got an experience to share, and we love hearing people's stories. But doing something a little bit different today. Today is a solo episode. And another thing that's a little bit different today is typically we stay in leadership, personal growth, entrepreneur space. Today we're going to be in the faith space. And today the title of our episode is The Heart of the Father. So I wanted to share something with you guys that came to me the other day. I had been praying. I caught one of my prayers is that I noticed that a lot of my prayers were kind of self-centered and self-focused. And then I started praying and I needed a shift. I realized that I started praying that, God, what is your heart? Father, what is your heart and what do you want us to know? And if you followed me much, you may think I'm weird, and that is totally okay. So Sunday morning, I woke up with this image that popped up into my mind. Remember, I had been praying, what is your heart, Father? And this image popped into my mind, and just kind of describe this image to you real quick was, if I'm sure you have seen the Last Supper image. Most of you, whether you're in the faith space or not, you've probably at least seen the Last Supper image, where Jesus and the disciples are in the upper room and they're all around this table and they're gathered around him. They're real close to Jesus and all of that. Well, in this image that I got on Sunday, it just flashed across my mind. It's very similar to that, where Jesus was right in the middle and there's this long table, and around the table were people. And the table and the people around the table represented the church, the current church. And at the bottom of this image was this very chaotic scene. There was a lot of violence. There was a lot of protest. There was a lot of anger. There was sexual immorality, just super chaotic scene. And in this image, Jesus was right in the middle, and he was longingly and lovingly looking out at this chaotic scene, and almost tearfully, you could see a tear coming out of his eye as he looked out at this chaotic scene. Well, in the image that I got that was slightly different from the Last Supper scene, in the Last Supper scene, you can see everybody's close to Jesus, and even John is laying over on his chest. Well, in this scene, there was a separation between Jesus and the people close to him. In fact, the guy to the right of Jesus was far away, but he had alcohol and he was drinking alcohol and he was getting drunk. He was drunk. And it wasn't the fact that he was drinking alcohol. It wasn't the alcohol. It wasn't even the fact that he was getting drunk, but why he was getting drunk. And why he was getting drunk in this scene was to escape. He was trying to escape the chaos around him. He was trying to escape the worries and the anxiety and the fears. And he was using alcohol as an escape instead of looking just to his left to Jesus.